Celine Tam's performance on America's Got Talent took the world by storm when she became the first Chinese contestant to receive the golden buzzer, wowing the judges with her powerful rendition of "My Heart Will Go On." But as Celine's voice captivated millions, her sudden rise to fame came with its own share of controversies and intense scrutiny. How did this young singer navigate the pressures of stardom? Was AGT just the beginning of her career, or did it mark the pinnacle of her journey? In this video, we explore Celine's emotional journey, the challenges she faced, and what's next for this rising star. Early life of a star, a musical legacy. Celine Tam, born on November 22, 2007, in the vibrant city of Hong Kong, came into the world as a natural-born singer, with music woven into the very fabric of her being. From a young age, her life was steeped in melodies, harmonies, and the sound of her parents' voices in perfect accompaniment. Her mother, Zim and Shan, and her father, Dr. Steve Tam, were not your typical parents. They weren't merely fans of music, they were devoted to it, particularly to one icon, Celine Dion. This admiration went beyond posters on the wall or a few CDs in the collection. For Dr. Tam and Zim, Celine Dion wasn't just a favorite artist. She was a symbol of passion and excellence in the music world. So much so that they decided to name their first daughter Celine after the iconic Canadian singer. But they didn't stop there. Their second daughter, Dion, was also named after the legendary vocalist. You could say that the Tam family's admiration for Celine Dion reached legendary proportions, so much so that they made it a family tradition. Imagine the bar being set for sibling rivalry in such a way that both sisters were named after their musical idol. But for young Celine, this wasn't just about a name, it was a destiny, one that she was already living up to at an early age. A musical upbringing, nurturing talent. By the time Celine was 3 years old, she was already captivating everyone around her with her remarkable vocal abilities. Standing barely tall enough to reach the kitchen counter, she would belt out Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On" with an innate confidence that seemed beyond her years. As she hit those powerful notes, it was evident that her voice was something extraordinary, something rare. And it wasn't just her father who recognized it. Every time Celine sang, whether it was at home or in front of family, she drew attention. There was an undeniable power in her voice, a power that had been nurtured in an environment filled with music. The Tam household was far from ordinary. Dr. Steve Tam, a skilled music teacher and the owner of a successful music academy, was deeply entrenched in the world of music. He didn't just teach music, he lived it. The walls of their home resonated with the sounds of practice sessions, vocal exercises, and impromptu performances. The air itself seemed to hum with the melodies that came from Celine and her younger sister Dion, who also shared their parents' musical gifts. Together, the two sisters became the stars of their very own home concerts, performing in front of their parents and occasionally arguing over who could hit the highest note. Imagine the energy of a family that not only shared a love for music, but also fostered it as a way of life. For Celine, the living room stage was just the beginning. Celine's talents weren't confined to the walls of her home. By the time she was 4, she was already performing in public, competing in local singing contests, and even appearing on television. One of her earliest competitions was on a show called Let's Sing Kids, where she quickly became a fan favorite. This was more than just a cute moment of a little girl singing on stage. It was the first glimpse of the vocal prodigy that was beginning to shine. While most children her age were busy with school and playdates, Celine was busy winning trophies and capturing hearts. Her performances on these early platforms weren't just impressive for a child, they were impressive for any singer. It wasn't just her ability to hold a tune that stood out, it was her stage presence, her ability to connect with an audience. Watching Celine perform was like witnessing a young star in the making, someone who wasn't just singing a song but telling a story. It wasn't something that could be taught. It was raw talent, enhanced by the love and encouragement she received from her family. The passion she had for performing was evident, and it only grew stronger as the years went on. The challenges of being a music prodigy, rumors and realities. However, being the child of a musical genius didn't come without its challenges. There were rumors swirling around Celine's upbringing, particularly regarding the involvement of her father. As a music teacher and vocal coach, Dr. Tam was heavily involved in his daughter's musical development, and some critics began to question whether he was pushing Celine too hard. Some even whispered that Dr. Tam was more interested in fame than fatherhood. The whispers continued as Celine's career began to gain momentum, with people speculating that she was being forced into the spotlight at an early age. But those who knew the Tam family well dismissed these rumors as just that, rumors. To them, it was clear that Dr. Tam wasn't a pushy stage dad. He was simply a proud father who believed in his daughter's incredible talent. He wasn't just teaching her to sing, he was teaching her to love music, to feel it deep in her soul. His involvement wasn't about fame. It was about nurturing Celine's potential in a supportive and loving environment. He made sure that the process of growing as an artist was a joyful one for her, never forcing her to do anything that would take away the magic of music. Dr. Tam had created a home where music was the language they all spoke. His role wasn't just as a teacher, he was also her biggest cheerleader, always encouraging Celine to push herself to be the best version of herself, but never at the expense of her happiness. This balance was crucial in Celine's development as an artist. He knew that versatility was key, and he made sure that she wasn't confined to a single genre. Whether it was pop ballads or traditional Chinese songs, Celine was exposed to a wide variety of music from an early age. This broad musical foundation would prove to be one of her greatest strengths as she took on bigger stages in the future. The making of a global star, Celine's breakthrough. Celine's big break came when she was just 9 years old and stepped onto the stage of America's Got Talent in 2017. At this point, she was already a seasoned performer, having sung in various competitions and television shows in Hong Kong and beyond. She wasn't just a cute kid with a big voice, she was a talented young singer who had honed her craft through years of practice and experience. Dressed in a sparkling outfit, Celine was brimming with nervous energy, but it was clear that she was ready for the challenge ahead. When she opened her mouth to sing, "My Heart Will Go On," it was as if the entire world stopped. The first notes were so hauntingly beautiful that the audience fell silent, and for the first time the judges realized they were witnessing something truly special. Celine's rendition of the song, made famous by her namesake Celine Dion, was more than just a cover. It was an emotional performance that seemed to carry the weight of the world on its shoulders. When she hit the high notes, the entire room was moved to tears. Even Simon Cowell, known for his sharp critiques, was visibly impressed. But the moment that solidified Celine's place in AGT history came when guest judge Laverne Cox pressed the golden buzzer, sending golden confetti raining down on Celine. The excitement in the room was palpable as Celine's family rushed to the stage to embrace her. The moment was filled with pure joy and overwhelming emotion. It was the beginning of something huge, a moment that would mark the start of Celine's international career. But America's Got Talent isn't just about the glitter and glamour. It's a grueling competition that demands tireless preparation and hard work. Behind the scenes, Celine was putting in the effort, rehearsing tirelessly for each new performance, making sure that she was always giving her best. The journey beyond AGT. What's next for Celine? Celine Tam's journey on America's Got Talent was just the beginning of what promises to be a remarkable career. While some may have expected her to fade into the background after the competition, Celine's star has continued to rise. Her golden buzzer moment was only the tip of the iceberg, and as she has grown and matured, so has her voice. The incredible support of her father, her passion for music, and the lessons she learned from years of preparation have set the stage for a successful and lasting career in the entertainment industry. As Celine's fame grows, the question remains, what's next for this young star? Will she continue to rise through the ranks of the music industry, carving out a place for herself among the greats? Or will the pressure of fame prove too much for someone so young? The road ahead is uncertain, but one thing is clear. Celine Tam is destined for greatness, and her journey is far from over. The immense pressure of America's Got Talent. When Celine Tam first stepped onto the stage of America's Got Talent in 2017, she was a bright-eyed 9-year-old with a powerful voice. Despite her age, she quickly demonstrated that she could hold her own with seasoned performers, captivating audiences with her rendition of Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On." But the pressure of performing on such a grand stage, knowing the world was watching, was overwhelming. Nerves were a natural part of the process, but Celine handled them like a seasoned professional. It wasn't just about her voice. It was about the emotional connection she was able to build with her audience through every note she sang. Behind the scenes, Dr. Steve Tam played an integral role in helping Celine navigate this immense pressure. As both her father and vocal coach, he was there to guide her through the highs and lows of the competition. However, the line between being a supportive parent and a tough coach was often blurred. Dr. Tam's investment in Celine's career led some to question whether his involvement was a bit too intense, but his guidance was crucial. Celine's remarkable ability to perform under pressure reflected not just her innate talent, but the solid foundation her father had helped to build over the years. The semi-final performance, a bold new direction. As Celine advanced to the semi-finals, the stakes grew even higher. This time, she chose to perform How Far I'll Go from Disney's Moana. It was a bold choice that marked a departure from her earlier, more emotional ballads. The song was upbeat and cheerful, showcasing a different side of Celine's voice and performance style. However, there has been much controversy surrounding the song selection for this performance. While Celine's team and family were often portrayed as having full control over her performances, it was later revealed that the producers had a significant influence over the song choices. In fact, it became public knowledge that Celine's team had little say in the matter. This revelation left many fans and critics questioning whether the young star was being given the creative freedom she deserved. Despite the controversy surrounding her song choice, Celine delivered a performance that was magical. Dressed in a pastel-colored outfit that evoked the essence of a Disney princess, she belted out the song with all the enthusiasm and charm that had made her a fan favorite. The stage was bathed in a dreamy, ethereal glow, with clouds adding a sense of enchantment to the atmosphere. The audience was captivated by her poise, her voice, and her ability to master such a drastic shift in musical style. It seemed that nothing could stop her from reaching the finals. The critical feedback, a bitter pill to swallow. However, as is often the case in high-stakes competitions, not everyone was impressed by Celine's performance. The judges' reactions were divided, with some offering praise, while others delivered more critical feedback. Simon Cowell, known for his sharp critiques, admired her growth and versatility, acknowledging that this performance represented a significant improvement from her previous outings. He appreciated her ability to handle the challenge of performing in a new style. Heidi Klum, another judge on the panel, gushed over Celine's talent, remarking on how effortlessly she had switched gears from a ballad singer to a performer of a more cheerful, upbeat anthem. Her praise was heartfelt and genuine, with a clear admiration for Celine's stage presence. But then came the harsh critique from Mel B, who did not hold back. In typical Mel B fashion, she expressed disappointment in the performance, feeling that it lacked the emotional depth of Celine's earlier performances. She argued that the theatricality of the performance overshadowed the heart of the song. The audience, not surprisingly, disagreed with Mel B's opinion, expressing their frustration with boos. But despite the outcry, Mel B's words struck a chord with Celine and her family. While they may not have agreed with her assessment, the feedback from Mel B was a reminder of the challenges that come with performing on such a public stage. Celine, however, took the critique in stride. With a maturity beyond her years, she smiled through the feedback, never once letting it shake her confidence. Her response to the criticism highlighted a key trait that would come to define her: grace under pressure. Even though her performance did not land her a spot in the finals, Celine remained positive. She thanked her fans for their unwavering support and promised to continue pursuing her passion for music, regardless of the outcome. For a 9-year-old, this kind of maturity and resilience was truly remarkable. Life after AGT, a rising star. Although Celine did not make it to the finals of America's Got Talent, her journey was far from over. In fact, it marked the beginning of a much larger chapter in her life. While many young performers fade into obscurity after such a public failure, Celine Tam did the opposite. She used her newfound platform to expand her horizons and continue her ascent in the music world. Immediately after AGT, Celine began participating in other high-profile singing competitions. In 2018, she appeared on Singer, a popular Chinese singing competition where contestants compete against seasoned professionals. Celine, still a young girl in the throes of middle school, finished in 4th place, impressing both the judges and viewers with her vocal ability and stage presence. It was a huge accomplishment for someone of her age, and it solidified her reputation as a rising star in the global music scene. Celine's talents continued to shine on the world stage when, in 2019, she competed on World's Got Talent, a global version of the competition, and earned yet another golden buzzer for her stunning rendition of You Raise Me Up. With each performance, she proved that her talent was more than just a fleeting moment. It was something extraordinary. Her ability to adapt to different musical styles and genres made her stand out as a true performer, breaking barriers, from AGT contestant to international star. As Celine's fame continued to grow, she was given opportunities to perform in front of even larger audiences. In 2021, she performed alongside international stars at the Beijing Winter Olympics, where she sang Let It Go, a performance that showcased not only her vocal abilities but also her ability to represent her country on the world stage. This moment was a milestone in her young career, proving that she could hold her own with some of the best in the business. Celine's success was not limited to international competitions or high-profile performances. She also ventured into songwriting, releasing her first original song, Who Am I, in 2021. The song was a deeply personal reflection of her journey as an artist and a young person trying to find her place in the world. Co-written with her father, Dr. Celine Tam, the song reflected her growth and the internal struggle she faced as she navigated the complexities of fame at such a young age. Beyond singing and songwriting, Celine also embraced the digital world, becoming active on YouTube. Through her channel, she shared song covers, personal vlogs, and behind-the-scenes glimpses into her life. Her fans got to see not just the performer, but the girl behind the microphone. Whether she was singing a classic Whitney Houston ballad or sharing her skincare routine, Celine made her audience feel like they were part of her journey. The unbreakable bond between father and daughter. At the heart of Celine's success was the unwavering support of her father, Dr. Celine Tam. Their bond was evident in every duet they performed together, whether on stage or in intimate YouTube videos. One of the most touching moments came when Dr. Tam and Celine performed together on his channel. Dr. Tam sang the opening lines of Shallow from A Star Is Born, asking his daughter, "Are you happy in this modern world, or do you need more?" The words felt like a genuine conversation between father and daughter, filled with love, understanding, and care. The raw authenticity of their performances, coupled with their deep bond, reminded everyone that at the core of Celine's journey was not just a father helping his daughter achieve her dreams, but a family united by their shared love of music. As Celine's career continues to evolve, it's clear that her story is far from over. She's just getting started, and the world will be watching as she continues to shine on stages across the globe. Despite the criticisms, controversies, and challenges she's faced, Celine Tam has proven time and time again that she's more than just a young girl with an incredible voice. She's a force to be reckoned with, destined for greatness.